force overtime. The Rook shows up and shows out those last 5 minutes. I'll start with AJ. Just what did you think about his performance in that overtime period?
I thought he came in, throughout the whole game, I thought he came in and gave us a lift. He was able to knock down some shots, make some timely baskets, I thought, throughout the game, and the ball found him in the second half in that overtime, and he was able to finish. Plays with a lot of poise, doesn't panic out there, and made some big shots for us tonight.
And I think it was 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It was a 3-possession game, and you guys were really steadfast on the defensive side, both the last few minutes and then in overtime. Just what did you see from the defensive performance of your team and allowing that to roll into the offense?
Well, we turned up our defense. We knew that Toronto was going to come in here and scrap and give us all they had. They played their game, had us off balance for a while there, but we was able to find a rhythm, find a combination of five that was able to get stops and make some baskets. And as we tell our guys, it's a 48, became a 53-minute game tonight, and it took all 53 minutes to win this game.
And just when you see the poise of your team being able to finish this one out, just how much growth does that show you that they're able to really get it done, especially when times get tough?
Well, we talk about it all the time, 3 C's, being calm, being clear about what you need to do, going down the stretch, and being connected. And I thought we did all 3 of those things the second half, and certainly in overtime to win that game. We didn't panic. They made a run. They was able to tie the game, and we made plays down the stretch. We got stops, so we was clear about what we needed to do as far as executing, and we wanted to get certain matchups. They were doing a good job of switching their defenders. The guys we was trying to get matched up with, they were moving those guys around, and I thought our guys did a really good job of being patient, getting to our spots, and then getting the matchup we wanted in that overtime.
Nate, was that final play in overtime something that you guys talked about in a timeout period, or was that something that?
No, that's a short clock play that we run, we work on. You never know when you're going to use it or need it, and they executed the play perfect tonight.
And as far as AJ's defense, how has that kind of developed over these first 16 games?
Well, he's still working. They are going at him. Whenever you see a young guy in the lineup, they try to target, and I thought he did, some good job of just working. He's going to make some mistakes out there. I thought Clint did a really good job of covering for our guys when we had breakdowns on the perimeter, but he has to continue to work and learn to defend, pick and rolls as well as pin downs. But he comes in and he plays with a lot of confidence, and that's a good thing. And we'll figure out where to place him and how to use him.
Coach, DeAndre Hunter had some really big plays in the fourth quarter. Can you talk about how that shifted the momentum for you all?
Yeah, he was big. He was 0 for 7 in the first half, and couldn't make a shot. And I think he was maybe 5 for 7 in the second half, and stayed with it. Got to the free throw line 10 or 11 times. So that is another sign of showing growth. Sometimes when guys, especially young guys, they don't have a good first half, they feel like it's not their night. He stayed with it. We stayed with him, and he came through big for us the second half.
Coach, Clint had 18 points, 14 rebounds, but defensively he was big with 3 blocks. Can you speak about his game?
He was big. He got the defensive player of the game for us. Again, we need him rebounding, but we also need him cleaning up any mistakes that are made on the perimeter. And as you mentioned, the 3 block shots, that was huge, because they do a good job of attacking the paint and kicking out to the perimeter. And tonight he was there to cover for us.
And what is it about this Toronto team that give y'all trouble? It just seems like,
They scrap. You're gonna have to beat them. They play hard every second that they're on the floor. They have a lot of like-sized players that are versatile, that can create mismatches and take advantage of those mismatches. You know, so it's just you know you got to scrap when you play them, and we said that at the beginning of the game, the team that scrapped the hardest and the longest was going to win this game, and we did a better job. The first half we had 10 turnovers. Second half we only had 5, so we did a better job of taking care of the basketball, and that was another key. We had to take care of the basketball because you can't give them their game, which is forcing turnovers and converting those into points.
You mentioned Clint was the defensive player of the game. Who was the offensive player of the game?
I thought Trey did a good job for us, but Trey gave that to a young fella. You know, so he gave him 2 assists in the last 10, 15 minutes.
All right, thanks, Coach.